Okay. So we know which way up it is because of that little indent there. So I'm going to turn the map to reflect that. And... okay. Kind of got lucky with some of that there. The fuck game. Alright, then that was kind of a cool hint because he didn't really tell me what to do. He just told me I needed to be solving this puzzle. And then it's these fucks. I don't know what to do with these. Okay, that was neat. So all it was telling me to do was... yeah. So we'll turn to the hub. So yeah, the hint... okay, it doesn't show the hint anymore because I've already done it. Oh, no, the hint's still... why is the hint still there? That's interesting. The hint told me to look at this and gave me some coordinates. So I went to the coordinates and I realised that this was set a particular way. And so I jotted it down. I moved it to... how the... and then that's how I got the green laser to... oh, hang on. So now the laser's set. Yeah, it's something I've been wanting to do. Obviously, just to sort of move on with my life. And I don't mind, like, having to travel to work. Stuff like that. I do mind getting a £400 water bill for no reason. So I'm going to have to get a water meter installed. I'm going to have to get a smart meter installed for the electricity. Because I don't like paying with a key. I have absolutely no idea how to solve this. I don't feel bad for using the hints because they're so ruddy esoteric. Like the rest of this game. Is it still giving me a hint for that? Because that's weird if it is. Oh, hang on. I know why it would give me a hint for that. The cave. The cave might do something now. How would I have known that that was correct? Whatever. Because it was on the hologram. Nope, that tells me nothing. So I've got a yard, which all the weeds have grown through it now, but I do like having it. It hasn't seemed to help me, has it? And I like building the stuff. I've got like 30 grand worth of repairs to do, which is going to take me a long time. So it's just because everything's a little bit out of my reach in terms of actually getting things done here. But I'm tempted to get a greenhouse, because I reckon I could get a greenhouse. Just going to put that back up. There's no reason to have it down. But I mostly wanted it because I was just burning all my money away. I've been tempted, but like, it's in a row of houses. The Royal Mail will hate me if I change the name of it. Like when I say cottage, I mean it in like the strictest definition. It's a small house in a Cornish mining town, but and I'm really bad at naming things as well. Why can't I change these second ones? Yeah, I think I lost my deposit on the flat. There's 600 quid I could have really done with. Does this mean anything? So I've got a front room, kitchen, which is tiny. The stairs are in the kitchen. Landing. I've got like a weird pre-bathroom and a bathroom. And I've got 2 bedrooms. And I've got an alleyway that cuts, like, it's a terrace, but like, for some reason there's an alleyway cut downstairs, which my neighbour has the right to use, but it's my alleyway. It's just that he gets to use it for some reason, just because he's a bastard. It's been the law. But like, my original plan was like, this is the front room. It had my computer set up in it. It was gonna have the sofas, exercise machine, like the TV. It was all going to be like that. And then there's the kitchen, was way too small, unfortunately, but like, this is all I could afford. And then the spare bedroom was going to be the board game room. And I was going to make like the pre-bathroom room, the cat room, which I don't have a cat, but I'd like a cat. But everyone's told me the feng shui is terrible, that I need to make this front room a welcoming place for guests, which translates to you can't have your ugliest sin computer set up right there because it takes up so much room, and it means it compromises the TV's position, which means the spare room is probably going to have to be an office, which is fine, but I kind of resent it because like it's the room I'm going to spend the most time in, so I wanted it to be the front room, but like it kind of means I have to double up on things. I'm going to have to buy like a second television. My brother's I can buy my brother's laptop for 200 quid. Which is really cheap. Like, it's a pretty good laptop. It's worth double the price. But he's just got given a government laptop. He's had to pay. He needs 200 quid to pay for that. But which means I can build a sort of downstairs setup, so I can still use the computer downstairs, and I'll strictly stream in the office. Which is going to be a nightmare of carrying stuff upstairs. It's a bit of a squeeze to get things up there. But like, I carpeted this room. I carpeted the bedroom. The stairs, landing, spare room still needs carpeting. That kitchen needs just entirely throwing out and buying new cabinets. I bought a fridge, and we managed to squeeze it under the stairs. It's leaning ever so slightly, I think, to get it in there, because I couldn't get it in there. My friend was like, "Oh, I can get it in there," and he did, but we had to take the doors off and switch the doors around. Which I'm glad. I apparently just never check. I don't have a cooker right now, so I'm wasting hundreds of pounds on bloody fast food, which I'm trying out the local fast food. Well, the way I figured, any company I have is gonna be used to my eccentricities anyway. But my dad's like, you know, what happens in Ukraine could happen here, and you should get to know your neighbours. Be nice to your neighbours. As if I'm not nice. This was a 40-minute conversation with him. Just about like, I need to make good, because I'll need them for a cup of sugar. One day I'll need to knock on their door, and if I'm horrible, I'm like, I'm not hot, I'll be nice. I'll be nice to my neighbour, but like, then he went on about ages about like making the front room welcoming, and I know what that means. But like, a couple of people have said you need to have a diagonal line from the front door to this kitchen door, and I've got a sofa right there to watch the TV, and somebody was like, where's that sofa gonna go? And I'm like, it's there, it's gonna go there. And it's like, what? That's right in the way. It's like, walk around, there's plenty of room. But yeah, it's just frustrating, a little frustrating to go, John, you've got a home, you can do anything you like. Don't do that though, my God. But yeah, but I'm gonna have my way for like a year or so, and eventually I'll have to have an office. I appreciate the point my dad's making is exactly the same as my friends with the feng shui thing, which is, I've built a single person home, and if I ever want to share it with somebody, it can't be like this, and I get that, but like, also, I don't know if my core behavior is going to change radically, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a certain way, and like, but there's no reason for me to like completely not try. Like, I want guests around. I was thinking, like, getting the rest of the sofas here might be a bit of a squeeze, because not only is it my huge computer setup and sofa, TV in like a block, I've got an exercise machine in the corner as well, which ideally wouldn't be in front of everyone, but like, but yeah, that was a bit annoying, just being bombarded by people going, no, but you should do this though. Like, I've got one guy who at work who's like, he's got me the carpet guy. He knows everyone in Kaharik, so like he managed to get me. I could pay cash for the carpets, so they don't have to pay the taxes cheaper, things like that. And like he's trying to get me a cooker. He wants me to paint the walls. And I'm like, I don't think the walls are a priority. The walls are perfectly fine, but like he wants a painting day, and I'm like, yeah, maybe one day. But like, at the very least, he's not telling me what to do. He's just like, if you need these things, I know how to get these things. One thing that I didn't think of is my dad was like, why didn't you ask me to drive stuff with you? Like, and I was like, I completely forgot you existed. I'm sorry. Like, he spent a lot of my life in Spain. Like, I just forgot he was a thing I could utilize. Like, the moving was absolutely terrible. I did everything on the last day, and that's why I couldn't get my... Like, there was such a mess in the place. Like, I couldn't take not half the stuff, bloody hell. I couldn't properly vacuum and clean the way I like. They still would have not given me all the deposit back, but like... And I'm not sure I did £600 worth of damage to that place, but he was just like, yeah, I could have rented a van. I was like, you can rent vans? Like, I don't have comments, and people need to tell me these things. But like, it turns out if you exude enough anxiety, people just help you. They just like, get out your own way. We'll help. Like, I don't recommend it as a management style, but like, I did get help. But like, yeah, I just have no common sense when it comes to like that. So sometimes, sometimes I just like, even if my instinct is just to skull up and bawl and be goblin, and I'm like, well, yeah, I should probably just listen to people about certain things, even if my instinct is to just make my own like bachelor pad. It's like, I think it's because I'm on a normal terrace now. I have normal neighbours, probably, and he wants me to live like a normal human. I also think he's massively out of date. He walks in different worlds than we do. He thinks I don't like. He doesn't like if I say like I talk to people all the time. He doesn't think you people. He doesn't think internet people count as people. He barely thinks my friends count as people. Just like, because I was like, I have people around for board games, and to him board games means nerds, and like I know nerds, but like board games hasn't been like a nerd fair for like decades. Computer games aren't nerd fair for even long. Like, but he won't see like that, and that's fine. Like that's just a fun old person thing. But I also think he's not quite as charming as he thinks he is. He's just like, you've got to make friends with everyone. It's like, I am friends with anyone just because you think I'm a nerd. Anyway, just want to unload all that. Okay, so the clues in this game are very strange because they, instead of just giving you clues, it just goes, "You've not. Are you sure you've really thought of this through?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I have thought this through, game." Why is it still showing me this? It's set up just like this. Yeah, thank you. I mean, he's never owned his own home. Not that everyone needs their own home either. I think he has a home. He tried building a place in Spain. It's going to take years to get it the way I like. And, you know, maybe I'll like having a front room and an office. Because I'm still going to have be able to use the PC in the front room. But, like, I might have, like, a smaller, less ugly desk for that. Because if I need all this for streaming. But I don't need all of this for just browsing the internet. I can have a much simpler setup for that. Maybe one of those really long screens. And then a laptop. Like a long screen and a laptop. That's me spending more money, though. And my dad won't like it regardless. Because he complained. I thought he was being really fucking rude. I don't mind him giving me advice. But he was just because my brother's his wife. They've got a lot more money than I do. And they've got like cars. They've got a very nice place. It's all figured out. It's all built. And he has a computer in the corner, but he's got a much bigger room. And like you can barely notice the computer. There's sofas. There's a big TV. There's a big kitchen table. It's all lovely. And the way my dad described it is this is like they're not a couple. They're two single people with like an overlapping space. And it's like not welcoming. And I'm like, I think it is welcoming. I think you might not be welcome, but like, because Adam's a nerd as well, and like the way he described it, it's just like Adam. Like when he's there, Adam's just doing his thing and he's that part of there, and it's just like I don't know, it seemed really fucking rude for him to say. But yeah, I did. But I know what he wants. He wants, I don't know, we're just different strokes. But why can't I go forwards? Hang on. Have I been dumb? Yeah. I was talking to my other brother about it, and it's just like I'm fine to like try and mature and you know be sensible, have sensible house, but like yeah, it could take a couple of years. So it doesn't need to be done day one. I have no idea what I'm doing here. This hint here is a place I already went and I already acknowledged, but I don't actually know what to do with. And this hint here, I managed to get the laser, and then the game's like, yeah, but you've not done the hint. So I don't know what the hint's for then. So I'll try and get this back into place. We're looking for the one with the hole. 2 L's. Oh, it's somewhere around here. Okay, why is it showing me this? I've gone in the cave. It's not exactly the right position, but it wants me to see that cave for some reason. Are those the correct... Maybe those are the correct coordinates? Well, no, it can't be, but I've got the coordinates here. It's... Okay. That's where it wants me to go, for some reason. I'll take a photograph of that. I don't think it will let me do... Yeah, it won't let me do circle hexagon in here, I don't think. It's green, John, so look, it's green. No, that only has square. Okay, that has a floating cube, doesn't it? Are they all floating cubes, though? Because that doesn't help me if they're all floating cubes. Maybe it... Circle, square. I don't know why I went in here. So I've got a lot of tidying to do, so I will feel a lot better about this place when half my stuff isn't here yet, and I wanted this week to relax a bit because it was very stressful and like putting everything away and building stuff, but it will actually only take me a few hours to do a proper once over. I've just been being lazy for the week, but I was just dead tired. Okay, I have no idea why it wants me to look at this, but all I know is that it's okay. Are any of these? You could be a cube. You also could be a cube. If we look at the photographs, actually. Huh. That's not bad. Casa Primera. It would really look out of place on this photo, won't I, though? What are we looking for? That's interesting. Oh, I took a photograph of the solved one. That's why. Okay, yeah, this one must have already had the correct coordinates in. Ah. And those are not the coordinates. Where are those coordinates then? Oh, it'll take me ages to figure out that. So to get that little tree up, I had to type in these style coordinates to a little machine that you can see right in there. But it wasn't these coordinates, it was these coordinates, which you can't see because my phone, but like they're different. But like they're not numbers, so I can't like triangulate. I have no idea how to make these the other ones. But if I can figure out, if I can reverse engineer these coordinates, which I have no idea how you're supposed to do that. I mean, what doesn't help is like every single symbol changes. The one thing that I can sort of consistently do is, yeah, so right now the two symbols on the right are exactly the same, and they'll stay that way. So I don't want that. So whatever, that's too low. So it's definitely not anywhere on this level. It's not on this level, I don't think, or... And it's not there because that's too high. Okay. It can't be there. Okay. So I'm trying to... my phone's told me not to do this. Yeah, it's interesting that it was sideways. Circle. So that's kind of close. It's just the three middle symbols are wrong. In fact, just the two center symbols are wrong. Unfortunately, there's no way to just change the two center symbols. I'm trying to figure out what it's pointing at. I wish you could just fucking type them in. Maybe I can. No, I can't. If you go there, it's just a bright light. So I want it to be circle, diamond. Well, there's circle, diamond, pentagram. Like, I don't understand how the game is expecting me to figure out anything. So on this line, those two middle symbols always are the same. And we don't want them to be the same. That's true for going up and down as well. Alright. My phone keeps turning off. I'm trying to look at a picture. There's got to be a simpler way of figuring out the coordinates. How in the heck did I derive the coordinates? Because one thing, if you switch between them, the coordinates are in different styles. Oh, they can sort of be similar, actually. And this one, I have no fucking clue. That's interesting. Oh yeah, I didn't reset it. Well, we have these powerful, powerful hints. Man, let's go there. I was going to take a break, but I got caught up in conversation. Let's we'll set it to Siam World. So this is what the hint's talking about. I know that these 5 buttons represent colours and shapes. And presumably, if I press them in the correct order, something neat will happen. Like I'll be able to go up there. Now, the clue tells me where they are, like straight up shows me. But I already knew about them because I'd already tried an idea. Did you play any of The Room? Yeah, I'm not seeing any reason to. Oh, I see. Don't need that. So we're going to lock this. Take it all the way to the bottom. Unlock it. Then we can access parts of the tower we could not before. Might have made a mistake there, but okay, I'm going to take it all the way to the top. No. I think I did the wrong thing. Shit, well, what? So, lock it. Unlock it. Now, I want to go even lower. So lock it. Let's go to the top. And then we'll be able to ride all the way to the bottom. And now we can see the thing I already knew because I took a picture of it already, that is a red triangle, that is a blue hexagon, that is a green diamond, that is a purple pentagon. That is a cyan diamond. What do I do with this information? I have no fucking clue. But the hint tells me that this is what I need to figure out. Why are there giant pencils inside? I don't know. Maybe they're telling me to write it down. Write it down, motherfucker. I have an order. I know the order of which the colours proceed. It's cyclical as well, so it doesn't actually matter which one you start on, because you can. But as long as it's cyan, cyan, purple, blue, red, green, cyan. Like, it doesn't matter which one I start in as long as it's that order. But I did it. I already did that order and it didn't do anything. Oh, also I don't like them being in this location because I disappear from existence. But like, take a photograph of this place again. It certainly tells me something. And we know it's backwards. So I'll take a photograph of that as well. And we know the one I can't see is the cyan one. But like, I've already got that photograph. I've taken it already. I don't know what to do with it. For the other puzzle, it didn't show me the clue. It showed me where... No, it did show me the clue. Fuck. So we already used that to get access to this. I'll just try going around in the colour circle. I did it once, maybe I just have to do it again. The problem is the bridges don't reach each other, so you have to plan ahead. Yeah, it gives you nothing as well. There's like no written like, oh, here's what you do. It's just like, here's colours and shapes. Good luck. So... I'm on cyan right now. So it goes cyan... Unless I got the colours wrong, you know? Green...